Hello there, guys, and welcome to Gennovate, your home for generative AI tutorials, guides, tools, and news. In this video, I will be sharing with you a couple of prompts that you can use to generate JSON scripts to run on VO3 to create some high impact and high quality ads and cinematics. Now, the difference between a JSON script and the regular paragraphs that are text-based is that JSON is very well structured and therefore better understood by VO3, thus creating some very high impact results. Well, enough talking. Let's get started. The first thing you need to do is you need to copy and paste this exact prompt that you see here. You are a JSON prompt engineer for cinematic AI tools like Google VO3. Structure the following video idea into a JSON prompt. Prompt idea: a 2025 Chevy Corvette assembled on a rotating platform. Now, I will be providing you with this prompt and all the other prompts that I use in this video in a Google Sheet linked in the show notes below. So it has come back and said, here is a structured JSON prompt for your cinematic video idea of the 2025 Chevy Corvette. And as you can see, we have the Chevy Corvette script here. And notice how everything is very well structured here in this JSON prompt. There is a description, a product name, type, style, and so on and so forth. So we're going to copy this whole thing here by clicking here. Then we're going to go to VO3. And this is the first version. You need to run multiple versions to, get the one that you feel is the most powerful of them or the one that you like the most. So this first iteration gave us this result. Let me go ahead and play this. And as you can see here, the prompt really did exactly what we asked it to do. So exactly, a Chevy Corvette gets assembled on a rotating platform. So that said, let's go ahead now and look at the ChatGPT result here. So ChatGPT now, because it knows that that he's a JSON prompt engineer, it's going to continue to give you suggestions about the actual idea. So now it's asking me if I want to extend this into a multi-scene JSON sequence. Scene 1 with the chassis appears, scene 2 body panels attached, scene 3 headlight ignite. Let's go ahead and try this. I'm going to go ahead and say yes, let's do that, and let's see what ChatGPT comes back with. So ChatGPT is now giving us a different structured JSON prompts for the different scenes. I'm going to go ahead and generate those 4 scenes, and then I'll come and give you guys the results. Okay, so here are the results of the very first scene, and things are not exactly what we wanted, but it did follow the prompt. So it's kind of assembling the car here on the platform. And then if we go to the next one, you'll see that probably the scene here is not, the transition between the two scenes isn't really all that great. So we need to modify the scripts a little bit, and it takes a trial and error and a little modifications to your scripts in order to come up with the final result that you want. Here is again the third scene where the car is pretty much assembled, and then the final scene here where the car is finally all painted and on the platform with the Chevy logo in the back there. As you have noticed that the scenes do not transition very well, so there will be an abrupt cut between the different scenes. So I have asked ChatGPT, I said, the scenes do not transition well. Can you add transition between them? And then we're going to run this again. Now, ChatGPT is going to come back and say transition into scene 2. So it gave us a different way or different JSON prompt for that, and then transition into scene 3, and finally transition into scene 4 and the final reveal. So now we can take these JSON prompts, run them again, and take a look at the results. If you don't like, for example, the final color of the car, you can definitely go to the final reveal here, and you can change the parameters here within this JSON prompt. But now you get the idea, and you can very easily create those concepts. Let me now show you something that I've done for a Ducati motorcycle, and I've used a little bit of cinematics and the final reveal of the motorcycle using this exact method. Let's take a look. All right, let me now show you an alternative method for creating very high quality, very high impact cinematic ads. Now, those prompts were not generated by me. All the credit goes to those who created them. I don't quite recall where I found them, but I really handpicked those 2 prompts for you guys. So let me copy this one here. We're going to go to ChatGPT, and we're going to start a new chat. And I'm just going to paste this whole thing here. And as you can see here, it says, using this JSON prompt structure, create a cinematic video ad prompt for, and then between the square brackets, Blaze Energy Drink. So all you need to do here is to change this value. You can also change the type of ad if you like. I'm not going to mess around with it. I gave the prompt is designed to select the best one of the ad types based on the idea that you present here. I felt that this the person who created this JSON prompt is very, very intelligent, very smart. So we are going to change this from Blaze Energy Drink to let's say something else. Let's say we want to do a Rolex watch. All right, so we've changed this now to a Rolex watch, and we're just going to run this, and we're going to wait for the result here. So ChatGPT is now creating the JSON prompt, and you'll notice here in the style, it says cinematic product reveal. So it understands that this is probably a product that, you know, you don't want to do a CGI transformation. You want to do a product reveal based on the actual idea that you put in there. And if you look here, it says a cinematic advertisement showcasing the timeless elegance and precision of Rolex and so on and so forth. So let's copy this and let's go to VO3 and let's run it and see what it gives us. All right, and a few seconds later, here we go. Let's go ahead and play this. All right, not exactly the perfect ad. You can see that there's a problem here with the watch, but you get the idea. Let's go ahead and run this again and see if we get something better. All right, so to run this again, you just simply click on reuse the prompt, and we're just going to run this again. And let's see what results we get on the second iteration. And here is the second iteration. Much better, much better. Again, we can actually instruct the ChatGPT to give us yet another script, but and you can be as imaginative as you like. But now you get the idea of how powerful this this prompt is for creating very high quality and high impact ads. Well, folks, this brings us to the conclusion of our video. I hope that you have found it useful and insightful. If you are interested in learning exactly how I created the Ducati ad that you've seen earlier in the video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, enable notifications so that you never miss a video. Until next time, take care. I will see you guys soon.